David,
Yes.
have you ever noticed that the way we use our phones is ironic?
Phones are for connection, but we look at them more than we look at each other. That's ironic, Griffin.
It's like rain on your wedding day. Listen, that's ironic. So US Cellular created Us Mode to help us reconnect, you and I.
That's right.
A phone company wanting people to use their phones less? Ironic.
A phone company wanting people to use their phones less? Ironic. But let's find us again with Us Mode from US Cellular. Visit uscellular.com/built-for-us to get started.
What are the other things that are ironic?
Welcome to It Takes Energy, presented by Energy Transfer, where we talk all things oil and natural gas. Oil and gas drive our economy, ensure our country's security, and open pathways to brighter futures. The U.S. produces 13 million barrels of crude oil every day, enough to fill 800 Olympic swimming pools. But what is that oil used for? The gas we put in our cars is just the beginning. Nearly 50% of each barrel is refined into gasoline. Another 34% is refined into fuels like diesel and jet fuel, and the rest is used to make more than 96% of our everyday essentials, like the tennis shoes you wear, the cell phone you rely on, and medicines that help save lives. Look around, and you'll see the essential role oil and gas plays in our modern lives. Our world needs oil and gas, and people rely on us to deliver it. To learn more, visit ittakes.energy.com.
Plan on flying? In order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID. Learn how to get your real ID today at tsa.gov/real ID or visit your local DMV.
This is Trivia for Kids, where it's not just for adults anymore.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Trivia for Kids, the podcast. My name is Casey.
And mine is Ren.
And Ren is the best sport ever because we had recorded this episode prior to leaving on vacation a week and a day ago because we wanted to be all caught up and ready to go. And I went to edit it today
And the mics didn't work.
The mics didn't work. We got these new microphones, fancier ones, so hopefully we sound, like butter. But when we recorded last time, they were crackly and scratchy and I did something wrong. So thankfully, Ren, in her kindness and great attitude, was like, it's okay, Mom, we can do it again. So you're the best, girl.
So if I get most of the answers right, probably don't know them all, but I just remember them from last week.
Right. She's already done this round before, so maybe you can beat her. Maybe you can get them all. How about some jokes, Miss Wren?
Sounds great.
Joke number 1 comes from listener Liam.
Thank you so much, Liam.
Why don't hockey players like birthday cakes?
Because they taste kind of punky.
Ooh, because there's too much icing. Because icing is a penalty in hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Our next joke comes from Nesta.
Ooh, thank you, Nesta.
What are the 2 toys that grown-ups like to play with?
I don't know.
Toyotas and toilets.
Kids like to play with toilets, too.
I don't really like to play with toilets, but I do like that joke. Our next joke comes from listener Vivienne.
Thank you, Vivian.
Why didn't the toilet paper cross the road?
Because it's kept on getting stuck in cracks.
Because it was stuck in a crack. Yes, 2 toilety jokes right in a row.
Yeah.
Our last joke comes from listener Elijah.
Thank you, Elijah.
What do you get if you cross a mirror and a cat?
A meerkat.
A meerkat. That's it.
Yeah, like that.
Thank you for the jokes.
Straightforward.
Straightforward. Thank you for the jokes, everybody.
Thank you.
But now, it is time for TRIVIA trivia. That spells trivia. Let's go.
Let's go. Here's how the show works. Trivia for Kids consists of 5 rounds with 7 questions each. We will announce the answers at the end of each round. Each new round will have a different category. After the 5th round, we will have the final exam, which will test you on the toughest questions we have covered in the previous rounds. Everyone ready? Let's get started.
Round number 1. The category is Nocturnal Animals. Question 1. What type of tree marsupial leaves rainforest treetops at night to search for grubs and plants on the ground? Question 2. What type of arachnid will glow if you shine a black light on them? A tarantula, a wolf spider, or a scorpion? Question 3. The greater bulldog bat uses its large clawed feet to eat an average of how many small fish at night? Question 4. True or false? There is such a thing as a vampire bat and a vampire moth. Question 5. What animal uses its human-like front paws to pry open garbage cans and scrounge for food under the cover of night? Question 6. What small spiky animal rolls into a ball for protection and comes out at night? Question 7. Which nocturnal reptile has sticky toes that help it climb walls? Iguanas, bearded dragons, or geckos? And now the answers to round 1. Question 1. What type of tree marsupial leaves rainforest treetops at night to search for grubs and plants on the ground?
Owls?
Tree kangaroos.
What?
Yes, tree kangaroos. They inhabit the tropical rainforests of New Guinea and far northeastern Queensland, Australia, along with some of the islands in the region. I only thought they were regular kangaroos. I didn't know that there were some that hung out in trees.
Yeah.
Question 2. What type of arachnid will glow if you shine a black light on them? Tarantulas, wolf spiders, or scorpions?
Scorpions.
That is correct. Due to a substance in their exoskeleton called the hyaline layer, which fluoresces under ultraviolet light. So I've seen documentaries where they walk around at night in like deserts with a black light shining, and then all of a sudden something will shine bright and they'll be like, oh, there's a scorpion. So that's so cool. Question 3. The greater bulldog bat uses its large clawed feet to eat an average of how many small fish at night?
12.
The answer is between 30 to 40. These bats use echolocation to locate fish at the surface of the water and swoop down to catch them with their long, curved talons. 1, I didn't know bats dove in water. And 2, that's a lot of fish.
Yeah.
Question 4, true or false? There is such thing as a vampire bat and a vampire moth. True. It is true. And they both drink blood. Vampire bats and moths. Question 5. What animal uses its human-like front paws to pry open garbage cans and scrounge for food under the cover of night?
A raccoon.
Those trash panda raccoons is correct. So anytime I have a chance to talk about my raccoon pets from when I was younger, I'm going to do it. They do. They have like human-like hands and they pick up things together and they are so cute. I have an Instagram reel about it on our page if you want to see a picture of my raccoons from when I was little. Question 6. Which small spiky animal rolls into a ball for protection and comes out at night?
Hedgehog.
Hedgehogs one of the cutest animals.
cute.
Oh, I think hedgehogs are adorable.
So apparently baby hedgehogs, when they're born, their spikes aren't like sharp. It's more like fur. And as they grow up, their spikes get sharper, and harder and harder.
Until they're older
until
and need
they're
to
older.
protect themselves. Boy, those moms and dads probably have an important job to take care of those babies if they don't have that protection.
Yeah,
Do you know what a group of hedgehogs is called?
a prickle.
A prickle! So cute! Do you know what a baby hedgehog is called? A hoglet. Oh, so cute! Question 7. Which nocturnal reptile has sticky toes that help it climb walls?
Geckos.
Geckos are small nocturnal lizards with special toe pads that allow them to stick to and climb smooth surfaces. So I know places that have geckos, sometimes they climb inside lampshades, and then you turn on the lamp and you can see the outline of the gecko in
That'd
the
be so
lampshade.
cute.
That would be
That'd be so
adorable.
yucky. Oh,
I bet people who live around an area with geckos don't think that's very adorable, though. Round number 2, the category is castles. Question 1. What is the name of the water trench around a castle? A pond, a crevasse, or a moat? Question 2. How many times an hour could early cannons be shot? Question 3. What item was used as toilet paper in early castles? Cotton, hay, or seaweed? Question 4. Centuries before television, who were the people who provided entertainment and told jokes at the castle and even made fun of people that were visiting? Question 5. At what age did most knights start their training? Question 6. True or false? The drawbridge on Disneyland's Sleeping Beauty's castle actually works. Question 7. What is the name of the castle piece in chess? Pawn, bishop, or rook? And now the round 2 answers. Question 1. What is the name of the water trench around a castle? A pond, a crevasse, or a moat?
a moat.
That is correct. Intended as a defense against attack, moats were also used as garbage dumps and a place for emptying toilets.
Ew.
Don't go for a swim in a moat. You could be swimming in something you don't want to swim in.
That's something that you don't want to swim on.
I had no idea. I thought it was just water and alligators.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not. Gross. Question 2. How many times per hour could early cannons be shot?
23.
The answer is 10 times an hour at most. Partly because the metal became extremely hot and had to cool down between shots.
Oh.
So you would be like, fire in the hole!
Waiting another 30 minutes
And then you would
later.
wait and wait and wait. Question 3. What item was used as toilet paper in early castles? Cotton, hay, or seaweed?
Ooh. Hay sounds really uncomfortable. I know that they wouldn't use cotton for that. Seaweed?
The answer is hay.
Eh.
In early castles and before the widespread availability of toilet paper, people used readily available materials like hay, grass, moss, and even pieces of cloth or rags. So hay, when it's laying flat, is soft. I'll give them that. But it's also like a stick. I mean, it's chalky on the ends, so you'd have to be careful when you were using that.
Boy, but imagine using rags and then like putting it in the sink to wash.
Or putting it down into the moat.
Ew.
Question 4. Centuries before television, Who were the people who provided entertainment and told jokes at the castle and even made fun of people that were visiting?
Jokers or jesters?
Yep, exactly. Court jesters were entertainers tasked with providing amusement and laughter for the king, queen, and other members of the royal court. Their performances typically involved silly antics, jokes, and sometimes even physical comedy, like juggling or miming or, I don't know,
Tickling.
tickling. Maybe they tickled the king and queen. That could be. Question 5. At what age did most knights start their training?
4.
4. Wow. The answer is 7. This education usually began at the age of 7 when the young man was taken from his home and sent to a castle of some famous nobleman, perhaps his father's lord. There he served the lord and lady as a page. It was his duty and it was considered a privilege to accompany them at all times. Brooks is turning 7 next month, and we would have to send him away to live with somebody else as basically a servant to become a knight. He can't even clean his own room,
Let alone clean,
and live away from your parents? That's terrible. Question 6, true or false? The drawbridge on Disneyland's Sleeping Beauty's castle actually works.
True.
It is true, but it has only been used twice. Once for the park's opening in 1955, and again in 1983 for the Fantasyland rededication. Question 7. What is the name of the castle piece in chess? A pawn, a bishop, or a rook?
Rook.
Correct. Rooks move horizontally or vertically any number of squares, but cannot jump over other pieces. They just bowl them over.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the way of a rook on a horizontal line, you watch out because it's just going to knock you right out of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, parents, I've got a trivia question for you. Who do you think kids trust the most to teach them about money? Their parents, their teachers, or Taylor Swift? Sorry, Taylor, but 81% of kids said it's their parents. Today's episode is sponsored by Acorns Early. April is Financial Literacy Month, the perfect time to start teaching your kids the value of money. And Acorns Early makes it easy with their Smart Money app and debit card for kids. Acorns Early's Chores Tracker teaches kids that hard work pays off. Just set up tasks in the app, set a payment amount, and tick the chore off when it's done. Savings goals help kids turn saving into a habit. They can even choose their own target dates and turn on the optional autosave feature to help them get there. Kids get a new sense of independence when they spend what they earn with their very own debit card. And they get to choose from over 35 customizable card designs. Plus, kids can build up their money knowledge and their confidence with bite-sized financial lessons. The Acorns Early app has tons of fun, interactive courses that help kids learn about all things money. This is so important for our family right now, especially Quinn and Ren. They are getting older, and now is the time we need to teach them how to take care of their money. And Acorns app has helped so much. Ready to help your kids grow their money skills? Just head to acornsearly.com/TFK or download the Acorns Early app to get started. Sign up now, and your first month is on us. Acorns Early Card is issued by Community Federal Savings Bank, member FDIC, pursuant to license by MasterCard International. T's and C's apply. Monthly subscription fee starting from $5 per month unless canceled. Round 3. The category is Things That Go. Question 1. True or false? There are airlines that only fly pets as passengers. Question 2. In 1930, 2 men drove a car from New York to Los Angeles and back. In what unique way? Question 3. What type of vehicle was the first to run on steam? A tractor, a train, or a car? Question 4. The Ford Model T was the first car that most people could afford, and it became so popular that the majority of Americans owned one. What was the only color that you could buy a Model T in? Question 5. A man once set a world record by riding what carnival ride for 24 hours? Question 6. What Asian country introduced the first modern high-speed train in 1964 that is known as the bullet train? China, Japan, or Thailand? Question 7. In NASCAR races, 4 tires are changed and the car is fueled in how many seconds? And now the answers to round number 3. Question 1, true or false? There are airlines that only fly pets as passengers.
True.
It is true. There are dedicated airlines for pets, with Bark Air and Canine Jets being examples, offering pay-per-seat private jet service for dogs and their owners if they want. So you can pay for your dog, your cat, your bearded dragon, your rabbit to fly on a private plane to get somewhere. Crazy. Question 2. In 1930, 2 men drove a car from New York to Los Angeles and back in what unique way?
Backwards.
They drove the car backward, in reverse. It took them 42 days. Could you imagine how bad their neck would hurt? I couldn't do that. My neck hurts after, backing out of my driveway, let alone 42 days worth of driving. Question 3. What type of vehicle was the first to run on steam? A tractor, a train, or a car?
A tractor?
A tractor is the answer. The first steam-powered vehicle was a military tractor invented by a French engineer in 1769.
I knew it.
I wouldn't have guessed tractor. I would have guessed train. Question 4. The Ford Model T was the first car that most people could afford, and it became so popular that a majority of Americans owned one. What was the only color that you could buy a Model T in?
White.
Black is
black.
the answer. They were all black because it kept the paint prices down because they didn't have to pay for more and more colors. Could you imagine if most people owned a Model T back then and they were all the same car and all the same color? How could you tell which one was yours?
Like if you go to the store and like a couple more people go.
I wonder how many people took the wrong car, like got in and drove home and were like, this isn't my car.
Well,
I bet it happened a lot.
You gotta look at the license.
Oh, that's a good point. Question 5. A man once set a world record by riding what carnival ride for 24 hours?
Unicycle.
A unicycle. Good guess. The answer is bumper car.
Oh yeah, I mean bumper cars.
You meant bumper cars?
Yes, I meant bumper cars.
What if you had to go to the bathroom? I don't want to know the answer to that.
I want to just be in the bumper.
That's probably what he had to do.
Uh-huh.
Question 6. What Asian country introduced the first modern high-speed train in 1964 that is known as the bullet train? China, Japan, or Thailand?
Japan.
Japan is correct. The bullet train operates on a dedicated high-speed railway network, allowing for speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour or 200 miles an hour. That is a fast train. I wish we had those. I would like to get places that fast.
Oh, how fast?
200 miles an hour. We could get to Grandma and Grandpa's in no time. That would be great.
How much minutes?
We could get to Grandma and Grandpa's in less than an hour. And it takes us like 2 hours and 15 minutes now. Come on, America. Let's get us a bullet train. Question 7. In NASCAR races, 4 tires are changed and the car is fueled in how many seconds?
1.
1 second? No.
I mean, not 1, 0.
That's even worse. The answer is 15 seconds.
I said 1 and 0.
In 15 seconds, the car pulls in, and then they go, zoom, 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 pull off the tires, pull on new tires, fill up the car, and zoom, back on the way. NASCAR is crazy how fast those guys are. Crazy. Round 4, the category is Feelin' Lucky? Question 1. In Spain, eating 12 of what kind of fruit at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Day is said to bring good luck? Question 2. Around the world, people believe that what insect is a sign of good luck? A monarch butterfly, a locust, or a ladybug? Question 3. What do people do with their hands when they are hoping for good luck or for things to go their way? Question 4. Wearing what color underwear on New Year's Eve in Peru is considered good luck? Question 5. What number is considered lucky in China? 8, 13, or 1? Question 6. What type of plant is considered lucky if you find it and is associated with St. Patrick's Day? Question 7. In England, finding what creepy crawly on your wedding dress is actually considered good luck? And now the answers to round 4. Question 1. In Spain, eating 12 of what kind of fruit at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Day is said to bring good luck?
Cantaloupes. I have no clue.
The answer is grapes.
Oh.
Each grape is believed to symbolize good luck for one of the 12 months of the new year.
12 cantaloupes would be more accurate.
Right, I'm glad it's not 12 cantaloupes. You would be very full and probably gassy. Question 2. Around the world, people believe that what insect is a sign of good luck? A monarch butterfly, a locust, or a ladybug?
A ladybug.
That is correct. Around the world, the ladybug, also known as the ladybird beetle, is widely believed to be a sign of good luck, with some cultures even associating them with protection and positive changes. We do not. When we see ladybugs, we flick them off our shirts and they fly
We
away.
see ladybugs so much.
We do have a lot of ladybugs, yes. Maybe when we see them, we should think of good luck, though, instead of just get off of my arm, ladybug. Question 3. What do people do with their hands when they are hoping for good luck or for things to go their way?
Please, please, please.
If you can't see, Ren is making prayer hands in the camera for the YouTube video. I will accept that. I was really going for crossing your fingers. Cross your fingers. Let's hope it happens. Question 4. Wearing what color underwear on New Year's Day in Peru is considered good luck?
Green.
The answer is yellow. One of the most popular New Year's superstitions in Peru involves wearing underwear of a specific color. The most common choices are yellow, red, and green. So if you said one of those, I'll give you a point. Yellow symbolizes wealth and prosperity. Red is associated with love and passion, and green is for financial success. In Spain and Italy, red underwear is the way to go for a lucky new year. So, depending on what you want in the year is what color underwear you wear.
We should ask our Italian cousins if they wear red
They
underwear.
definitely do. I remember them telling us that. Question 5. What number is considered lucky in China? 8, 13, or 1?
8.
8 is the answer. Listen to this. More than 300,000 couples in China got married on August 8th, 2008, which is 8808.
Yeah.
300,000 couples got married on 8808 because 8 is a lucky number in China. Wow, that's crazy. Question 6. What type of plant is considered lucky if you find it and is associated with St. Patrick's Day?
4-leaf clover.
That is correct. A 4-leaf clover is a rare variation of the 3-leaf clover, and finding one is considered a symbol of good luck. Have you ever found a 4-leaf clover?
I have not. I have pretended to by putting my thumb on the back while holding another leaf from a 4-leaf clover and saying something like, "Quinn, I found a 4-leaf clover." And then
So you just took another 3-leaf clover, ripped off one of the leaves, pretended it was stuck on another 3-leaf clover, and was like, "I did it!"
yeah, I put my thumb on the back and I hold it up.
Did she believe it?
No.
No, she did not. I've never found one. I have most certainly looked, but never found one. Question 7. In England, finding what creepy crawly on your wedding dress is actually considered good luck?
None. I hope not. An ant.
The answer is a spider.
Ew.
English folklore holds that finding a spider on your wedding dress is a positive sign, symbolizing good luck and a prosperous marriage. The reason for this belief is unclear, but it is believed that the spider's ability to weave intricate webs represents the weaving of a strong and lasting union.
I would not want to find a spider on my
I would not either. I'll just hope that my marriage goes well and leave the spiders off of my dress.
Plan on flying? It's time to upgrade to a real ID. Because in order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID, or you'll need another acceptable form of identification. So don't wait. Find out how to get your real ID at tsa.gov/realid. That's tsa.gov/realid, or visit your local DMV. And then you'll be cleared for takeoff.
Round 5, the category is fashion. Question 1. What is the name of the popular fabric pattern that consists of squares in different colors? Plaid, polka dot, or flannel? Question 2. What is the name of the brightly colored, stretchy material that is commonly used to make leggings and is popular in kids' activewear? Question 3. Which trendy item do kids often wear during the summer, often featuring colorful patterns made of lightweight materials and has no sleeves? Question 4. What type of clothing is typically made of denim and features a full body covering with straps that cross at the back and are popular for casual wear among kids? Question 5. Which type of pants are often worn by kids for both casual and active wear and are typically made from denim? Question 6. What is the name of the colorful, fluffy accessory that kids wear around their necks during cold weather? Question 7. What type of footwear is commonly worn by kids during warm weather and allows the toes to be exposed? And now the round 5 answers. Fashion show at lunch. Question 1. What is the name of the popular fabric pattern that consists of squares in different colors? Plaid, polka dot, or flannel?
Polka dot is circles. Plaid?
Yes, plaid is correct. Plaid is a pattern made up of horizontal and vertical lines crossing each other in various colors. It's a classic look often seen in shirts and skirts. But when I think of plaid, I think of
Flannel.
kilts.
Kilts. Yes.
You know, like in Scotland where they play
Yeah.
the bagpipes and
Like
they wear the kilts?
cut. Yeah.
Question 2. What is the name of the brightly colored stretchy material that is commonly used to make leggings and is popular in kids' activewear and your volleyball shorts?
Spandex.
Spandex is correct. Spandex is a flexible material used in leggings, sportswear, and activewear because it stretches and moves with the body. Spandex. Question 3. Which trendy item do kids often wear during the summer that can feature colorful patterns made of lightweight material and has no sleeves?
Jumpers or like rompers?
Oh. I'll take that. They don't have sleeves like a jumper or a romper. That's true. I was going for tank tops.
Oh, love them.
Tank tops are sleeveless shirts made from lightweight materials, perfect for staying cool and stylish in warm weather. We just wore tank tops in Florida. Question 4. What type of clothing features a full body covering with straps that cross at the back and are popular for casual wear among kids?
Overalls?
Correct. Overalls are a one-piece garment with shoulder straps, usually worn with a t-shirt underneath. They are comfortable and have a fun, casual style. I also know that in Australia, they call these dungarees. I wish we did. That's a way cooler word than overalls. Dungarees. Friend, do you have your dungarees on today? Good day, dungarees. I like to wear you with the shoulder straps. Question 5. Which type of pants are often worn by kids for both casual and active wear, typically made from denim?
Jeans.
Jeans is it. I wear jeans out of the house, and as soon as I get home, I change into sweatpants. Question 6. What is the name of the colorful, fluffy accessory that kids wear around their necks during cold weather?
Scarves.
Scarves is the answer.
Scarf, matey.
Scarf, matey. My neck is freezing. Grr. Question 7. What type of footwear is commonly worn by kids during warm weather and allows the toes to be exposed?
Sandals or flip-flops?
I will give you either one. That is correct. Make sure your toenails are nice and clipped.
Yeah.
Don't have any dirt under them. And
Boy, Brooks needs to learn that trick. My word. Like, you'll clip his toenails and they'll be like dirty toenails. It's disgusting. And his toenails will be like this long.
hates getting his toenails clipped. It is a fight every
He
single
hates
time.
taking showers and clipping his fingernails.
Listen,
and
he's a
toenails.
boy. I don't know. We're trying. I have to wrestle him down and clip those puppies. We do it for when he wears sandals.
And now it's time for the final exam. Now remember, you've heard these questions in the previous rounds, but these were the hardest ones we've had. So use your memory and try to think back to what the answers are.
Question 1. What type of tree marsupial leaves rainforest treetops at night to search for grubs and plants on the ground?
Tree kangaroo.
Question 2. Who were the people that provided entertainment and told jokes at the castle and even made fun of people who were visiting?
Jokers or jesters?
Question 3. What is the name of the brightly colored stretchy material that is commonly used to make leggings and is popular for kids' activewear?
Spandex.
Question 4. What number is considered lucky in China?
8.
Question 5. A man once set a world record by riding what carnival ride for 24 hours?
Bumper cars.
Question 6. At what age did most knights start their training?
7.
Question 7. What is the name of the popular fabric pattern that consists of squares in different colors?
Plaid.
And here come your shout outs. Castles comes from Ashton and Axel in Ireland and their mom, Andrea. And now it is time for birthdays. Our first birthday goes out to listener Elizabeth, who is turning 3. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. You are turning 3. I hope you get lots of presents and lots of cake too, and ice cream and a big giant party with sprinkles and unicorns and cats and fun things like that and a slip and slide. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. Our next shout out goes to Owen, who is turning 5. Happy birthday, Owen. He loves playing baseball, riding his scooter, making his own obstacle courses, speaking Minion, playing with his big brother Calvin, and his little plastic pet lizard Lizzie. He would like a real pet lizard someday. I hope you get one, Owen. Owen, you're turning 5 and you love to play baseball. You love to ride your scooter and make your own obstacle courses. How do you know how to speak Minion? You should teach me. Say hi to your brother Calvin, and I hope you get a pet lizard for your present. Happy birthday, Owen! The next shout out goes to Isabel, who is turning 7. Happy birthday, Isabel. She loves the Descendants, Pokemon, the color blue, and her favorite person in her family is her 2.5-year-old brother, Teddy. She amazes her parents every day with her intelligence, stellar sense of humor, and kindness. How great. Isabel, you are turning 7, and you love Descendants, Pokemon, and Blue, and you love your little brother, Teddy, and you are super smart and kind and funny. Happy birthday, Isabel! Our next birthday goes to Savannah, who is turning 8. Happy birthday, Savannah. She loves reading, playing Minecraft, playing the drums, playing with her dog Maya, and movie night with her mom. And she wants to be a chef when she grows up. I want to try your food, Savannah. Savannah, ooh na na. You're turning 8 and you love playing Minecraft and drums. And you love playing with your dog Maya and watching movies with your mom. Can't wait to see you be a chef. Happy birthday, Savannah. Our next shout out goes to listener Luke. Happy birthday, Luke. He loves reading Dogman books and he is obsessed with Pokemon and Minecraft. He is an avid Lego builder as well, and he wants to be an architect so that he can do the 2 things he loves, drawing and building. This shout out goes out with love from your mom, dad, and little brother, Charlie. Hey there, Luke, it is your birthday. You love Dogman, Pokemon, and Minecraft, and you love to build Legos that will help you be an architect someday. Happy birthday, Luke! Our next shout out goes to Carolina, who is turning 8. Happy birthday, Carolina! She loves ballet, gymnastics, and art. Carolina, it's your birthday. Hooray! You're turning 8. You love ballet, gymnastics, and art. Carolina, happy birthday. Our next shout out goes to Maximus, also known as Max, who is turning 10 double digits. He is such an easygoing, great, and funny guy. He's an amazing brother to his little sister Vera. He loves baseball, basketball, tennis, swimming, Roblox, and his black cat Norman. And he really loves Norman. He also enjoys art, he plays the clarinet, and he's the best guy that his family could ask for. With love from Mom, Dad, and Vera. Max, you don't play the sax, you play the clarinet. Max, don't you worry about taxes because you're only 10. Max, hope you don't hurt your backs when you're playing baseball, basketball, or tennis, or swimming. Max, you have a cat named Norman, and you're a really great guy. And our next birthday shout out goes out to Gavin, who just turned 8. Happy birthday, Gavin. He loves Elvis, wrestling, baseball, American Ninja Warrior, dinosaurs, being kind to others, and knowing random facts. Hey, Gavin, it's your birthday, and you're turning 8. You love wrestling and baseball, and American Ninja Warrior. Don't forget dinosaurs, and being kind to others, and knowing random facts. That's my best Elvis impression that I can do. Gavin, happy birthday. And our next birthday shout out goes to Griffin, who is turning 10. Double digits. He lives in Arlington, Virginia, and he has a younger brother named Archer. Griffin, Griffin. It is your 10th birthday, Griffin. You live in Arlington, that is in Virginia, and you have a brother, Archer. You're turning double digits. Happy birthday, Griffin. The next shout out goes to listener Alora, who is turning 10. You know what that means? Double digits. She lives in Massachusetts, and she is a competitive gymnast. And in her spare time, she likes to travel, play basketball, and spend time with family. Happy birthday, Alora. You are turning 10. You live in Massachusetts, and you're turning 10. I already said that. You are a great gymnast, and you like to travel and play basketball and spend time with family. Happy birthday, Alora. The next shout out is belated. Listener Madeline recently turned 8. Happy birthday, Madeline. She loves art, Legos, animal facts, and telling jokes. She lives in Bellingham, Washington with her parents and her sister Ellie. Hey, Madeline, it's your birthday. You recently turned 8 on your birthday. You love art, Legos, and animal facts. And you like to tell jokes. Hope your day was super amazing in Bellingham, Washington, Madeline. Hope your birthday was the best. Sorry we missed it on the day. Happy birthday, Madeline. Our next shout out goes to Tegan, who is turning 8. Happy birthday, Tegan. Tegan loves dance, Legos, Bluey, and learning new things. She recently decided to learn Spanish and has been working very hard every day. She is a great big human sister to her 2 very goofy dogs, Zora and Sky. Tegan, you love dance and Legos, and you love Bluey. And you are learning Spanish, so cool, and you have 2 dogs. Awesome! Have a happy birthday, Tegan. Hope your day is great, Tegan. Our next shout out goes to Zoe, who is turning 7. Happy birthday, Zoe. She loves art, ice skating, and her sister, Nora. Her parents are so proud of the amazing human being she is becoming. So sweet, Zoe. Zoe, it's your day, and you're turning 7, and you love art and ice skating, and your sister, Nora. And you are a really great person, Zoe. Keep it up and have the best birthday ever. Happy birthday, Zoe! The next shout out goes to Cora, who lives in Northern California and is turning 8. Happy birthday, Cora. She is smart, thoughtful, and loving. She loves theater, drawing and writing books, singing, playing soccer, exploring nature, being with her friends and family, and her cat, Prism. And her favorite books are Babysitter's Club and Wings of Fire. Cora, you are 8. And you're smart and thoughtful and loving. Cora, you love theater, drawing and writing. And singing and soccer and all kinds of things. I like your cat's name. Happy birthday, Cora! And our next shout out goes to listener Janie. Happy birthday, Janie. She is an amazingly kind and caring kiddo. She loves Harry Potter and Hello Kitty Kuromi. She is a fantastic big sister, and some of her favorite things to do are playing with her little sister Parker and her dog Bailey. She loves swimming, ice skating, music, and wants to be a drummer. She just got a new drum set for her birthday. That is so cool. Your mom and Parker say you are so amazing and we love you so much. Hey there, Janie. It's your birthday and you love Harry Potter and Hello Kitty. You're a great big sister. And you love swimming and ice skating and music. And you want to be a drummer. Keep it up. I hope you're in a rock and roll band someday, Janie. Yeah. Our next shout out goes to Garrett, who is turning 10 double digits. He lives in the Buckeye State, which is Ohio, with his parents, sister Brooklyn, and his dog, Frank. I love dogs that have human names. He loves playing Fortnite, rooting for Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. He is an awesome big brother and cousin. He loves roaming the cattle farm with his Mimi and Papa and going on adventures with Nana and Grandpa near and far. He loves to read, draw, camp, and swim. So great, Garrett. Garrett, do you want a ferret for your birthday? If you get one, I hope it doesn't tear it all the sheets on your bed. Garrett, I couldn't ferret, so maybe don't get a ferret after all, Garrett. What a weird song. Happy birthday, Garrett! The next shout out goes to Anna Rebecca, who lives in Goodyear, Arizona, and is turning 11. Happy birthday! She is a great student. She loves to draw, play softball, read anime, and her favorite colors are black and light blue, and she loves the movie Book of Life. Happy birthday from her mom, dad, and her little brother, Abraham. Anna Rebecca, you are from Arizona, and you're turning 11, and you're a great student who loves to draw and play softball and read anime. You love black and light blue and the movie Book of Life, and you are turning 11, and that is super cool. Happy birthday. The next shout out goes to Natalie, who lives in beautiful, sunny Florida and is turning 7. Happy birthday, Natalie. I wish we would have seen you. We were just in Florida. Natalie loves playing with her friends, doing crafts, and practicing to be an American Ninja Warrior. Her goal is to compete when she turns 10. Oh my goodness. Her family loves her passion, dedication, and huge heart. That is awesome. I hope you meet that goal, girl. Happy birthday, Natalie. You are from Florida and you're turning 7. You love crafts and do an American Ninja Warrior. Your goal is to compete when you turn 10. I believe you can do it, so keep up the good work, Natalie. I want to see you on TV someday. Happy birthday, Natalie. Hope it's great. The next shout out goes to a set of twins. Abby and Eric are turning 11 and they live in Incline Village, Nevada. They are amazing kids, sweet, kind, incredibly smart, and they get along so well. What's your secret, guys? Both of them love playing chess. Eric won first place in Nevada last year in the K-5 reserve category, and Abby followed in his footsteps, winning first place this year in the same category. That is so cool, you guys. Abby is passionate about birds and has 2 parakeets named Snowy and Berry. She also loves all things arts and crafts and participates in Girls on the Run. Eric is fascinated by airplanes and flying. He also enjoys basketball, jiu-jitsu, and recently started track and field. So cool. The first part of this song is for Abby because she deserves her own song and she loves birds and she has 2 of them named Snowy and Berry. She loves all things about arts and crafts. She does Girls on the Run. Happy birthday, Abby. Hope your day is great. This part is for Eric, who loves airplanes and flying. He also loves basketball, jiu-jitsu, and does track and field. Happy birthday, Eric and Abby. Hope your day is great. Our next birthday goes out to Christopher, who also goes by Toph, who is turning 8. Happy birthday, Toph. He loves Pokemon and playing Minecraft with his friends. He knows all things dinosaurs and animals, and he is so smart. Happy birthday, Christopher. You are turning 8 and you love Pokemon. and playing Minecraft with your friends. You are smart. You know all things about dinosaurs and animals. Happy birthday, Toph. Hope 8 is great. And our last birthday shout out goes to Roman, who is turning 8 as well. Happy birthday, Roman. He is from Dallas, Texas. Roman loves science and math and Pokemon and reading and chess and lamb chops and chickpeas and Mario Kart. And that is a lot of things. Very cool, Roman. Roman, you are turning 8 and you're from Dallas, Texas, and you're really great and you love science and math and Pokemon and reading and chess and lamb chops and chickpeas and Mario Kart. Happy birthday, Roman. Hope 8 is super great. And here is your conversation starter. What is your favorite article of clothing to wear? Speaking of fashion.
Oh, I love a good pair of leggings.
Yes, I agree. I too love leggings. I also love pajama pants.
Oh,
Anything comfy, I am in for.
I also like baggy t-shirts.
Good old baggy t-shirt. Yes, totally agree. Thank you for listening, everybody. Have a great week.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to the Trivia for Kids podcast. If you haven't done so already, please give us a 5-star review. Birthday shoutouts are for paid Patreon subscribers, so join our Patreon and you can get a birthday shoutout. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and follow our YouTube channel so you can see all of our live videos.
Plan on flying? In order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID. Learn how to get your real ID today at tsa.gov/realid or visit your local DMV.